Center of mass of a two-dimensional composite shape, L shape, a thin uniform L shape lamina is created from 6 centimeter by 6 centimeter square by removing a 4 by 4 square from its top right corner. The bottom left corner of L shape is at 0, 0. So we need to figure out the center of mass. So find the center of mass. So basically what we're looking at is, you have a structure like this. So you had a structure like this. What you did was, you removed this part in this manner and you have an L shape, right? So that's supposed to be a square, but yeah. So this is 4 by 4. Originally this was 6 by 6. So we need to figure out the center of mass for this. So if I take this as the origin, again we need to define where is our origin. So this is, say if this is our origin, so we can divide the entire structure into two parts, guys. So rectangle 1 plus rectangle 2. Rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. So rectangle 1 has a dimension of 6, 2 and this is 6, 2, 6, 2. This is 2, 6 and 6, 2. So if I figure out the center of mass of this two, I can combine and then I can finish it up. So the density is uniform, remember. So it's a good question. Now I have to write the theory part. So dividing. So we will do main heading, I'll put it later. Then our cutout. Can do that also. Center of that minus center of this. Okay guys, you can do it in two ways. I'm thinking of which way to go. I'll go with the first way. Let me continue with the discussion. Considering L shape to be made up of two rectangles as shown in figure. Then we have center of mass of rectangle 1. Okay, so let me actually write it step by step. Rectangle 1. So using symmetry, what we are looking at is, so using symmetry we have it to be at 3, 1. So center of mass is at 3, 1. Then we have center of mass of rectangle 2. Again using symmetry, the center of mass is at, actually okay, for this remember it is shifted up. Okay, it's shifted up by a unit of 2. So this entire thing is, this length is 4. So obviously it is at 2 plus 2, that is 4. 4 comma, this is 1. Okay, again just think of this rectangle. The rectangle center is 2, 1. But the rectangle itself is shifted by 2 units. So 2 plus 2 will be 4. Okay, so the center will be over here. And the coordinate of the center is 2, 4, 1 is what I'm trying to tell. I hope it made sense. It's not that complicated actually. Now I'll figure out the center of mass of L shape, which is made up of x of x1 times of m1 plus x2 times of m2 divided by m1 plus m2. So as I told you, I'll be jumping now. As density and thickness is same, I can directly jump to x1 a1 here is your area plus x2 a2 divided by area of this entire structure. So x1 is how much, guys? X1 is 3 and a1 is 12. 3 comma 12 plus this is 4 into area over here is 8 divided by 12 plus 8 is 20. Again, there are other ways of doing it, but I am going with this because I started the discussion this way. Okay, I'm curious about the answer over here. So I thought of leaving it to you guys, but 36 plus 68 by 20. Again, my mind is shut towards calculation. I'll just get headache. Not headache, but a lot of recording now. Okay, next one is 1 into 12 plus 1 into 8. This is 20 by 20. This is 1. Yeah, 20 by 20. This is 1. So 1 is over here. And I think I did something wrong. Let me check. This is 3, 1. That's perfect. This is okay. 1, 4. My bad, guys. My bad. This is 1, 4. I got a weird answer now. Sorry. This is 1, 4. And if you guys thought that I was doing wrong, you guys are right. This is 1 and 4. So x2 was wrong, right? X2 was wrong. So this will be 36 plus 8, 44 by 20. That is 2.2. Okay. This is apparently 2.2. And this will be, see, that's how common sense helps. If you're going wrong, and we will go wrong, nothing wrong in it. But yeah, you should have that sense of, you should be aware of what you're doing. That's it. This is 44. This also is 44 by 2.2. I'll tell you why this answer makes sense. Okay, so basically this is 2 and somewhere over here. So if you think about it, this is line of symmetry. If you take up actual L, right, not the word letter L, but if I happen to cut this way, if I fold it along this line, it is symmetrical. Can you see that? And so it has to be a line which makes an angle of 45 degree. So the slope has to be 1. Honestly, if I found one, this has to be 45 degree. If I found one coordinate, the other coordinate by default would be the same. If it was 3 units right, it should be 3 units up. Okay, so yeah. You can do it in many ways. You can use the cutout method also. I'm just going with this. Okay, so this is a good question for us getting started with. You can pause and have a look.